Welcome to a Trucker's Minds podcast. I'm Eddie McGee.
It's your boy K Finks.
And we're back, man. Episode 323.
Yes, sir.
And we got a special guest today. Keith's brother and my best friend of over 23 years. The founder of New Generation Athlete Clothing, Desmond Early. So let's give him a hand.
Oh, man, y'all doing too much, bro.
Man.
Come on.
All right, so yeah, we got Desmond on here, man. So before we, I want to preface this statement with this. There have been people over the years that have had, said, hey, we want to get on the show, we want to talk, or whatever the case. There is nothing personal. This is my best friend of over 20 plus years. This is his first time being on this podcast after over 6 years of us podcasting. So we don't do any nepotism here. We don't play favorites. We just don't have guests like that, right? Yeah. So Desmond, all right, tell us a bit about your relationship with us and yourself and your clothing and whatnot, in no particular order.
Well, let me first preface this with, I had no intentions of doing this. I was just gonna be
Put the mic a little closer.
A little bit closer.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
So I had no intentions of being on the show today. I was just gonna sit and then just
hold on 1 second. Can you hear him?
Yeah.
Okay, he sounded like he wasn't really in the mic.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him right.
Yeah, sound like you're.
Get me right, man. Let me try to.
I don't hear him right now.
I can hear him.
Mic check 1 2. What is this?
Yeah, you good.
Okay. Again, I had no intentions of being on the show. I was just gonna sit and watch y'all work. But yeah, this is just this is cool, man. I'm just so used to being on the other side and listening to y'all, while I'm driving, to work or whatever. And sometimes I'll be chiming in like, man, these niggas, I should have been there. You know what I mean? But I'm here today. But what was the question again, man?
Land the plane, Desmond. Land the plane. No, you got it. You're good. Yeah, it's probably a little awkward because we just threw you on. But yeah, this is one of the most important people in my life. Somebody that, me and him play football together back in the day. And we've had a friendship since 2001.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? You never anticipate a friendship being that long. And for all of those that don't have a friendship that long, I kind of feel bad for you, man. Having a best friend is a little deeper than just having a friend. It's like a brother, Me and him in every phone call with I love you, man. Every phone call.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of men don't have those relationships. So for me, it's done me a lot of good. I've learned a lot. I'm 1 year older than him, but I've learned a lot from how he deals in everyday life. This is a fearless person. He said a lot of stupid shit, but it was because he's a guy that's not afraid to look crazy or look stupid. And it made me be more, it made me have more courage, and be more social.
Damn, nigga, I don't know how I feel about it.
What?
He said a lot of stupid shit,
but not in a literal stupid way.
Yeah.
But like what society will percebe as wild or stupid. Like Desmond, that's him, man.
Hey,
Desmond's a stupid motherfucker. No, I'm playing.
But just to double down, the Bible say a friend. Sometimes we have a friend that'll stick closer than a brother, and that's what Eddie's been, to me. And then my literal brother. You know what I mean? K Things over there. Hey, this is just how we move. And I tell people, I don't get in arguments with my siblings or even my friends. I just have never done that. We have respectable conversations and, we all can disagree. We all can disagree, and it's always been open space. You know what I mean? Right. And it's really that brotherhood and iron sharpens iron. So it's always been like that.
Absolutely.
Some people say it's weird. Like my wife, she'd be like, that's just so weird. Me and my sisters used to fight all the time. Me and my siblings fight all the time.
It's not weird. It's just respectful.
Yeah.
I think me and his relationship go deep because, he had a real good relationship with my father also, who is no longer here. And I remember he used to come over our house and just whoop my dad's ass in Madden. And my dad would get so fucking irate, cussing him out. And I'm like, man, why is you cussing my friend out over a fucking video game? He's like, you niggas don't do nothing but play games. You motherfuckers always playing. You don't do nothing but play games. One day, and then Desmond was fighting back tears one day, and he was just blowing my dad out. Score was 58-7 or something. I'm like, Dad, like games ain't for you, man. You need to just turn this shit off.
He said, "Ooh, you motherfucker, Eddie, he can't come over my house no more." He was like, "Get out, get out." I was like, "Dang,
That shit was wild, man.
Shoot, man.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
and even the first time I spent the night at your house, your dad was like, you told your dad I was a big eater. Man, that was the biggest breakfast anybody ever made me, man. It was ridiculous. And then he gave me a whole 2-liter soda by myself.
That
I
shit
was like,
wow.
What the heck is this?
What am I supposed to do with all that?
Yeah, I don't want to ramble too much, but we just got so much history. I remember like before track meets, your mom would like give us snacks from the store, a little bit of money, and then we had the per diem money from the track coach. So we put our money together.
Per diem?
Yeah, we was getting per diem.
You didn't get per diem?
For sure.
I ain't got the,
We used to get, I think we used to get like $7.
Yes,
bro.
well, for some track meets we get like $7, and then others we get like $4. You feel me?
We got per diem.
It was different because I remember Desmond used to come home like with like checks from the school from doing like little projects and cleaning up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They cut all that out.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
That's
nigga
smooth
was
though.
hustling for real.
Yeah, I wish they had that when I was there. Pick up a little extra money.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll spare some of these stories. We'll come back to them. Let's get into the topics real quick. All right. Let's get into it. First of all, 1.35 billion Mega Millions jackpot winner sued by his family. Right. And here's some background. Basically, lottery winner sued by bitter family because he didn't share 1.35 billion in the jackpot. The family have been feuding since his big win. And it says here, in fact, his 1.35 billion win has led to his family suing him as they claim he promised to share with them. The unidentified man brought the winning Mega Millions ticket to Lebanon, Maine, on January 13th, 2023. It's the fourth largest lottery win in U.S. history, with the man looking to secure $500 million after taxes. God damn. His family's lawyer alleged that he promised to share the cash by opening up $1 million trust fund and paying his dad's medical expenses. Damn, he ain't gonna pay your dad's. That's kind of fucked up. The winners himself had sued his daughter's mother because she broke a non-disclosure agreement by telling the rest of the family about his win. Yeah, you fucked up. Ooh. Apparently, it be agreed that they wouldn't know until his daughter turned 18. This led to a legal battle, which is ongoing. And off the back of this, the man's own family have now decided to sue. Okay, let me tell you why this is happening. This is happening because whenever you're working a 9-to-5 job and you've been working for X amount of years, and someone around you is touching life-altering money, you are so close to tasting how it feels to have some form of independence. You've been working at a bullshit job, whether it's Walmart or wherever it is, and I'm not trying to shit on anybody that works at Walmart, but you have never touched the amount of money that this family member's got right now. $500 million, you would have to be you would be beyond reckless to blow $500 million. You know, most people would have that money until they died, and for you to be that fucking close and not get it, there's a certain amount of bitterness that you're gonna have. You know. Me personally, I'm the type that I don't give a fuck. Like if somebody in my family got $500 million and they didn't give me a dime, it wasn't my money to begin with, right? But that's my outlook on life. But other people would be like, I used to wash his ass when he was a baby. I used to change his diapers. And some people be like, I used to suck his penis.
Oh my God.
They don't get nothing.
That's wild.
That's wild.
Sorry, you don't get no money from sucking my penis. I appreciate the penis suck.
Man, you could at least chip him off a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
for old
man.
time's sake.
Nah, I can't, man.
Thanks for the suction.
This nigga
It's only, I say it's about 2 girls that deserve some money from me.
Wow.
They some original penis suckers. But
Damn.
be everybody
Some
else,
OPs.
some what?
Some OPs.
Yeah, there's original penis suckers. But beyond them, you know, I probably get them they get about 10 grand. Easy.
Dang.
I'll be
What,
like,
10 grand?
Yeah,
And you got
listen,
500 million?
man. Well, look,
this
man.
nigga's cheap.
No, because I'll be like, look, that was a rough time in my life, and you know, I appreciate.
Bro, you could break them off at least like 500,000.
No, I'm not going to give you $500,000 for head. I'm going to give you something. Something's better than nothing.
Hey, you might be reopening doors just with that. You know what I'm saying?
If I
because there's no way you gonna get that much money and then have a regular relationship.
Look,
after
man,
that,
if I give you $500,000, I'm gonna expect head again.
That's what I was about to say. I was like that's low key prostitution.
Bro, but then you got to think about it. With $500 million, you're not going to have a regular relationship ever again. Like, you're not going to be regular by any means. So, I mean, everything you do after that, they're going to expect you to pay.
Damn.
But if he said, what'd he say? He was going to open up $1 million trust for him.
Yeah.
Bro, that's the move right there. Like,
that's financially, like,
that's, you know what I'm saying? And for them to not be it just feeds back into the country's just the standard of, you know, financial literacy. Like, it's not there, bro. Like, he was already setting you up. But hey,
I know for me, I've been in enough situations where people have helped me out with really nothing. You know what I mean? Like, whether it was a ride here or like using somebody's car or whatever. Like, you know, Eddie, Desmond have both, like, whether they gave me a car, allow me to use their car in any capacity. So it's a no-brainer, like, when you get a hold of something, whether it's like putting them in a position or just literal finances, because you know, I know what both of them would do with it. So that's like
absolutely,
that's easy. That's an easy call, and you won't even miss it. You know, if you give somebody, if you got $500 million and you give somebody $1 million,
that ain't shit.
That ain't nothing. But it is hard to give people money though, because if we gave either one of us like $1 million, it would be like heavily taxed though. For sure.
Absolutely.
You know,
my thing is this though, is I just want to break bread with people, because there was a time I was doing bad. I was sleeping on Desmond's couch, you know? So the thing about it, man, you got to look at like the people in your life who has genuinely supported you, you know, forget the penis sucks. I was playing earlier, but
now it was a game.
People who have genuinely supported you and helped you when you didn't have any money. There've been many times back in the day where me and Desmond went out of town and he had $10 and I was broke, and he'd be like, "Oh, it's all good." And if he had $10, I had 5 of it. Okay, and that's back when McDonald's was affordable.
Man,
so we was in there eating 10 McChickens, splitting them down the middle. So them was some different times, but that's like, those are things that you measure as real friendships. What he could have did is create a pot for the family and be like, y'all get 10 million amongst all of y'all. If y'all fuck it off, then y'all don't get nothing else from me. Like, that's generous. I feel like having somebody that's going to manage all that money, if you can find somebody responsible, because I don't want y'all asking me for nothing in life. I'm going to take this money and I might move out the country on y'all niggas. I might not even be here no more.
But I say this, like, the whole, like, what did it say, his wife or the baby mama or something like that? Like, kind of like let the cat out the bag. Like, that's dangerous in and of itself, bro, because you got to think of all of the people who have been killed for just winning the lottery.
Just winning. Most of them be dead or broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got to think about, like, the position you put your daughter in. You know what I mean? You put yourself in. And then if something was to happen, like, the bargaining chips there. So it's like, man, that was just reckless, bro.
That stuff is real. I know, like, because, you know, we have, you know, my cousin is, like, related to he's married into the Buffetts or whatever. And I remember once we were just talking about, like, how they travel and how much anxiousness there is attached to them being in certain places and making sure all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, because if they get into a foreign country and something happened to them, or they getting held for ransom or whatever, and they all on the news like, pay me $1 billion or we gonna do something crazy to this person, like, that stuff is real. So I could only imagine, like, you know, what that would be like if that type of information is out there. Like, yo, Eddie got $500,000 and, you know, he got family and stuff like that.
There's only 2 people I would tell that I had a lot of money off the bat, and it's you two. And it's no disrespect to anybody else, but I think that that type of information is very sensitive, because people can't hold water. They think that they could tell your secret to somebody else. And by the time they tell somebody's going to hear it. And then by the time it gets out there, oh, Eddie got money or this and that. Or they might just try to flat out fucking rob me.
Yeah.
That ain't it. I'll tell some bogus lie. I'm the type of dude that might end up getting one truck, right? And hire 2 drivers and then act like I'm building up a company. And that's how I got my money. I'd rather look like a normal guy and I might have $300-400 million and I'm just not working and just running businesses, right? I'd rather live that life than be the guy that has a bunch of money because now you got a target on your back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And plus you can never have genuine relationships anymore. Motherfuckers find out you got that much money, especially women. Oh, Lord, no.
They're gonna be like, "Oh, you so handsome."
Yeah.
Like, nigga, what?
Like I've never been this handsome. The fucking bug all over me. Like, I ain't never been this handsome before.
This nigga gonna be a man dime walking.
Walking down the street. Just offer me fellatio. Goddamn. Yeah, ultimately I'll say this for anybody that has the foresight to be successful in any capacity, whether it's through business or it's through you hit a scratcher at a 7-Eleven, and even if you even made $500,000, if you even made $200,000, if you even got $50,000, you shouldn't tell nobody shit.
Man.
That $50,000 is not that much money, but I wouldn't tell nobody I had that. I wouldn't tell nobody shit. I would just be like, I would just probably send family members a little money, like, hey, I know I got a large bonus check. I just want to see if you need any help. Here's $500.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be sending you no thousands because the problem is people will look at your money and they'll create an expectation based off of that. So if you got $2 million and like, I'm good for at least 100,000, it's like, for what?
Yeah.
What the fuck did you do to get that money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That's going to be tricky. And, I think we're going to get to that place one day, but that's definitely going to be tricky when I feel like our family is like pretty normal.
Right.
Anyways, I do see like little things here and there where I'll see like, like certain people treat, not like different in a way where they like begging for money, but you just hear little jokes here and there like, dang, this house is nice. And, like, okay, you got the new whip or what,
I wish I hit the lottery.
Yeah. But I think that, I think our family is pretty, at least my mom's side is pretty smooth. So I don't see too much of that going on.
The issue is this. The issue is not whether your family's cool or what side of family's cool. The issue is that this scenario has never been introduced to the family in the whole entirety of the family. If I got $200 million, there's never been a person, there's never been a McGee, there's never been a Tolliver, there's never been a Fingers, there's never been an Early that had $500 million.
Yeah.
And now, like, family might be cool, but there are certain behaviors that start to come out.
Yeah.
And those behaviors might not even be negative. It might just be like, oh, I'm so proud of my nephew. He got $500 million. I'm so happy for him. And then all of a sudden, one of her coworkers finds out that Keith got $500 million. Then her coworker's niece, ooh, Keith is cute. Now she's trying to get at Keith, but then she tells one of her homegirls. So now 50 fucking people that should know about you having this money only because even though family's not messed up, it leaks.
Just like people just get very excited.
Very.
So they run around telling everybody.
Because especially when alcohol gets involved and people are celebrating and they mean well, a lot of times people get loose-lipped when they drink.
Yeah.
They get loose-lipped. Yeah. Like right before they pass out, they like, Keith got $500 million. I can't believe this.
Man,
That's
hey,
wild.
and then you get the text, hey stranger, how you been? Like, man, if you don't knock it off.
Remember that head I gave you in college?
No.
No.
Wink, wink.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's nuts. Literally. All right. Well, I think you guys got the gist of this, man. So we go ahead and move on.
Yeah.
Switching gears, and this is a topic that everybody that listening is going to be equally pissed off about. The Justice Department is suing Ticketmaster and Live Nation, and here's more on that. the lawsuit could potentially lead to a breakup of Live Nation Entertainment, a company that resulted from Ticketmaster's 2010 merger with concert promoter Live Nation. And Attorney General Merrick Garland said the aim is to allow more competition and let smaller players gain more of the U.S. ticket selling market, which Ticketmaster controls a whopping 70% of that. Excuse me. More competition would lead to cheaper tickets, but experts say live event lovers shouldn't expect changes anytime soon. What happened? The Justice Department on Thursday accused Live Nation of engaging in a slew of practices that have allowed it to maintain a stronghold over the live music scene. They accuse it of using long-term contracts to keep venues from choosing rival ticketers, blocking venues from using multiple ticket sellers, and threatening venues that could lose money and fans if they don't choose Ticketmaster. This is an old school mafia shakedown. These motherfuckers got us cornered, man. They cornered the market so cold. It's wrong. How many times have you bought a ticket online and when you look at the fees, it'd be like processing fee, convenience fee. What do you mean convenience? I bought my ticket online, motherfucker. Why are you charging me $3 for convenience?
Man. Yeah. But it's not only Ticketmaster and Live Nation. This is happening across multiple industries where it's just this monopoly, and I feel like just from reading more into the story is some stuff, like you said, it's a mafia shakedown. It's some stuff going on behind closed doors that probably we don't know, but that's going on. That is just not cool. I'm more interested into the story now. I'm gonna have to do some more research on that.
It's fucked up, man, and I know it's fucked up for you because Desmond has a big family. So when he buys movie tickets online or whatever, they just all them processing fees.
Oh, bruh,
man, all of them tickets to Blippi for all of the parents out there who know who Blippi is, man, or the Bubble Guppies and all of that crazy.
And the
stuff,
thing that's wild too is like the movies. Okay, well, the tickets are one thing, but the like amped up prices on the theater food, man. Yeah. That shit, it's like one hot dog, $4.
Man.
Yeah.
Chicken strips and fries be like a dub.
The thing with the tickets, though, is that I guess you are kind of paying for convenience, because it gets so competitive, especially like the good movies that come out, you gonna get a crazy seat. Like, you can't just show up to the theater expecting I want to sit right here and I'm gonna have my family sit like right next to me. It don't work like that. Yeah. If you don't get your ticket ahead of time, you probably gonna be sitting like looking up at the screen the whole time.
Heck yeah. Like at least like for my son's birthday, for Kenji's birthday, he wanted like 5 friends to go to the movies with him.
Oh, he was going crazy.
Bro, hey,
he was going crazy.
Look, and then you already know, like, man, my wife, she over the top. She gave him $200.
God,
bro, and I'm sitting here like, nigga, this is all for your birthday? You know what I'm saying? I'm like asking questions. What kind of grades he got? I'm trying to deduct. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then
I'm trying to deduct.
Bro, she's straight up horrible.
This nigga,
I'm like, how can I get this dude in trouble before?
This nigga Desmond audited his son
on everything. You ain't been taking out the trash. You ain't been doing your chores. Like, bro, I had to do something because like 5 of his friends, so including him, then that's already over $100 and something. And then you got all of the snacks. They want popcorn. They want like pizzas or corn dogs, nachos, and then they want the candies. And then after the fact, they might want to stop at the little arcade, or you know what I'm saying. And I'm sitting here like, bro, I'm probably gonna fall asleep in this movie. Yeah. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And then then what? Then they got to come over to my house, spend the night. Then I got to buy him pizza. Like, bro, nigga, you getting in trouble before.
This shit ain't like it was when we were kids, man. This is way too pricey. I remember back in the 90s, they had Little Caesars was the shit back in the day. They had what was called the Bigfoot pizza. And it came in this big paper bag, like this big paper shroud that went around this slot. And it had like square cut pizzas. That shit was fire, but my dad would buy enough for like neighborhood kids to come over, like motherfuckers I didn't know. And it's not like my dad was not no baller, nigga. So that's how cheap the 90s was. Like he would get like 5 or 6 of those, and he'd be like, "Hey, tell your kids to come over." And like we had a neighbor that didn't speak English, and he'd be like, pizza over here, pizza, and he'd be like, oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
So it now it costs too goddamn much, and then to make it worse, Ticketmaster is just tallying up fees on you, man.
Yeah.
And here's the thing that I just don't like is just in general in American culture, they've cornered, they've like literally squeezed Americans way too fucking much.
Yeah.
Like we pay taxes on everything. You pay taxes on a soda you get. You pay taxes in literal taxes. You pay taxes on every fucking paycheck. You pay tax everywhere. Like stop.
Yeah.
Like at some point, all these fees, all this shit, like it's too much.
Yeah.
You know, my insurance went up. I got a clean record. Why did my insurance go up on my fucking car insurance? It's wild.
Yeah.
It's like everything is going up, and right now it's more gradual than I've not even it's more like immediate than I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know, back then it was like kind of a gradual thing. It took time, but now in the last 4 years, I've never seen the price of shit go up this bad. It's like a McChicken is a little too goddamn steep these days.
What, the McChicken like $3?
I got right now the McDonald's, I think they got 2 for $3.50, I believe. So that's not terrible, but in some places the McChicken is almost $5, man.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that
for the
motherfucker.
same and the so it's like McDonald's, they reduce the sizes and increase the prices.
Yeah.
Man. And they still probably putting a hell of mayonnaise on them.
Yeah, that motherfucking sandwich I had, that shit was about 30% mayonnaise, man. They used the whole, you know how they be like,
it's like a little gun, like that they squeeze onto. It's a mayonnaise gun.
that motherfucker's queefed out a bunch of mayonnaise all over my goddamn sandwich, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, man, this isn't right. And then we just watched a podcast, or I heard most of it from John Bellion, talking about like literally his deal. And when he referenced his record deal or his live concert deals, it was out the norm. For an advancement of $1 million, do you remember the metrics?
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know exactly, but I don't even think he said specifically. I think he was talking.
He said
in
to
general.
pay that back, he basically had to sell out every show.
Yeah.
So they were making like $4 million a show, and he would basically have to sell out just to pay that advancement of $1 million back.
But he can only pay the advance back on hard ticket sales.
Hard ticket sales.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah, so he didn't get any percentage of hot dogs. He didn't get any percentage of parking. He didn't get any percentage of any of that. Just hard ticket sales. And then within that deal, they could have a blowout sale, and instead of tickets being sold at like $90, they could have a blowout sale and bring it down to $25 or $10.
Yeah, they controlled the.
Bro, that sounds
it.
Ridiculous. First of all, like if you headlining a show or anything, like you got to think about Mayweather. Mayweather, like when he would fight, he would get a piece of everything. Bless you.
Yeah.
You know, and you got to think like hot dogs, nigga, hot like ketchup packets.
Yeah.
Bless you. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody is coming in. The services that are provided are there because they're there to see the event.
Yeah.
So if they're there to see the event, without the event, they wouldn't be sold. So I need a piece of that. You know what I mean? I just think that a lot of time it goes back to financial literacy and like, you know, self-appropriation and not knowing your worth, bro. Like a lot of times it's like, oh, you hear, but it's okay to ask for a little bit more because that's you. You know what I'm saying? That's interesting though, you know.
Yeah. It's tricky, man. It's one of those things where like it's almost like disheartening when you go online and you look at a concert and you're like, oh, okay, this costs the ticket is $150. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Or like even going to like a Niners game, you gonna spend with all the extra fees and the taxes and everything. If the ticket is like $300, it's probably gonna total to like $450, $430 or something like that. Like it get like ridiculous really fast, and it just I don't know. You obviously fan of these artists, you know, for sports teams and stuff like that, but the way that they gouging, it just makes it like hard to want to be a fan. And it's just like the theater is like a smaller version of it. Cause when you go to the theater and you buy the tickets online, you know, you're going to have all these like transaction fees and convenience fees and stuff like that. You'll save a little bit of money going directly to the theater and buying it there. But that's gonna mean you're gonna have to show up like 45 to an hour early, and then you might not get the seat that you want. But same with these sporting events. Like if you live in Bakersfield and you trying to go to a Laker game, it ain't like you're gonna be able to go to the concessions or go to the actual crypto.com arena and buy the tickets there, because we live so far. By the time you get there, it's like you're gonna be hard pressed to find a seat.
That's the convenience fee.
Yeah, the convenience is like you get to do this from the comfort of your home.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they've mentioned here, it's another part of the article. It says, why are ticket prices so high? Ticket prices have gone up for multiple reasons, including a huge surge in demand after the COVID-19 pandemic. The worldwide ticket sales for the top 100 tours in 2023 jumped 46%, with the previous year bringing $9.17 billion in sales. Attendance at Live Nation produced events jumped 20% to a staggering 145 million last year. According to trade publication, the average ticket price from 100 top tours in 2023 was $122. Woo! And it was 17% higher than the year before, and a 31% increase compared to the average price in 2018. So it's like basically like they just lining their pockets up.
Yeah.
They are lining it up and they are loving it.
Yeah.
Dang, bro.
We're just feeding the beast at this point, man.
Yeah, man.
I think what happens, what happens with musicians is that the streaming revenue is just so low that I think that they are, they've always said this. I think it's just a different version of it, but touring is where they make their money.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
they hard pressed to do tours, bro.
And they're breaking the record every time. Like,
Yeah.
you like when like Gambino just announced his tour. He got like 70 dates on. He gonna be touring from like August all the way up until like February, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you got. Is it
wild,
going to be
bro.
with Willow or is this going to be him or what?
It's Willow, and then it's another act.
Is it international tour?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he going to
I was about to say
Australia
because
and
he got
Europe and
he got a lot of fans internationally too.
That's crazy.
Yeah, even
the
with
his last tour was when we went to it, right?
Yeah.
Was that the last show
This
or
is
no?
America tour, yeah.
Was that the last show?
No, I think he might have had a couple more after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a great fucking show, by the way. 2018, man.
Yeah,
It's
we're
crazy.
going again. It's in September.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be going to that one, but
Yeah.
I don't know if he's doing more dates out here or not. But yeah, there's that.
Ticketmaster.
Yeah, Ticketmaster. Fuck you.
Ticketmaster.
Yeah, stop fucking people, man. It's bad.
Jeez.
People don't have the money like that to be getting done up.
Yeah.
And you're not just doing the people up, you're doing the artists,
Yeah.
which is super fucked up. You give them $1 million advance, but they got to sell out the whole tour to make good on that with interest.
Bro, but then $1 million is not that much because
Fuck
you have to figure like, okay, depending on what city you doing or state or whatever, you have to pay taxes
On that state, yep.
Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. And then what you gonna end up with what? Maybe like 300, 400,000 after paying all. And then there might be stipulations
In the
on
low 400s.
Well, I mean, there might be stipulations on paying his people, his crew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so you have to factor in all of that stuff.
You'll be
in.
down to 200-something thousand
Man, bro.
Golly,
Yeah.
man.
I think I would be curious to hear from them. Like, obviously, it's going to be a very biased take, but I know for me, like, just like having a app myself and just how some of the overhead works, like, as far as the back end stuff and the front end stuff, and how much it costs to store people's information and stuff like that. I would be curious to see like how much that actually factors into like the cost breakdown. Because you're buying the ticket you're paying X amount of dollars for just pure entertainment. And then obviously there's a technology attached to it that we're also paying for. But I would just be curious to see like how much are they making off of, compared to what they're spending in terms of like all the modems and stuff that they need. And
I think that they purposely hide those metrics. It's no different than Spotify and all these other outlets or platforms that purposely hide the metrics because they don't want you to know how important a podcast listen is worth. They don't want you to know what those are. Like even if you go to Spotify for us, we have our own. We get our analytics, but that's it.
It's like a very dumbed down
It's
version.
very
of
dumbed down,
analytics.
vague version.
Yeah.
You know, these podcasts are like, they're extremely lucrative now. But there was a time where people were making a lot of money and it was kind of like fraudulent. But now they're starting to pay. They're really, honestly, I hate that a lot of celebrities infiltrated podcasting and they kind of fucked it up for everybody because they have a built-in audience and they're paying and giving ad revenue to all these super rich influencer people when there's other regular people that have good conversations that are not going to make that type of money because we can't push the following that Dwayne Rock Johnson has or whoever. I forgot who it was that had a podcast and it wasn't that good and they weren't even consistent. Yo, I'm sorry, but I got to put her out there. Michelle Obama's podcast was not that good. She was only around for a little bit. I was listening to it and then it was gone. Oprah did the same shit. Oprah had it's called the Super Soul podcast. It was here and it was gone.
It was a couple of good interviews on there.
She had a couple of good interviews, but then the shit was gone. And then what I don't like is it's heavily edited too.
Yeah.
It's edited to the point to where it's like, come on, man, where the fuck is the interview?
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, that's great. And yeah, I feel very weird about that. You like, what? Where is like we're missing a whole hour and a half.
Yeah. I mean, the raw and uncut is the best way to be able to see people. And sometimes people are not polished enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And stuff slips out that they say, hey, well, I don't want to be associated with that. But, I mean, if you got to, okay, I'll say like this. Looking at Oprah or Michelle Obama, you've been talking to people on a high level, for a long time. There are situations that where conversations go certain ways that you should, at this point in your career, be able to, steer it another direction. And then, kind of let that person go off the rails and then, differentiate your views from that individual's views. You know what I mean? So you're not tied with that. You know what I mean? And then just deal with what people say on the back end because you obviously made it clear you weren't with them. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing, though. I think a lot of people live two lives. And I think that you can't bring that to a podcast. I think the advantage that me and Keith have is who we are on this podcast is who we are in real life. So it's not hard to really get on a podcast and just speak freely. Because you have a built-in editor. You really don't have to go in there and do too much editing because we kind of have an idea. Like when I bring up something or say something like wild or something that's kind of sexual in nature, like that was intentional. Like I intentionally.
Some people be doing that stuff on accident.
Yeah.
What I will say though,
I don't. Well, yeah.
Like it was a great night. It was a great night. My wife loves anal. By the way,
there's a lot of cocaine going around and a lot of sex.
There's a lot of sex and cocaine, and we were wild young people, and we were living our lives. Yeah. Like, nigga, you're a youth pastor. You can't be doing this shit on here.
But Jesus loves everybody.
No,
that's horrible.
I would say that I don't necessarily agree with you because I understand that this is all entertainment and this is all a production. So it's some people like Oprah that come from a space of like doctored up interviews, like with the lights and Jamie Foxx with the nice suit on and, they sitting in front of like very nice cameras and they cut it up and stuff like that. And then they present it to the world. So I just think that, there's we do like a super raw version of it. Like this is like real hip hop vibes, you know what I mean? And then there's like
real rap raw, nigga.
Yeah. But then there's like a pop version of it, where like it's tight, everything is auto-tuned, there's no wrong note, you know what I mean? Everything is perfectly mixed and stuff like that. So I just think that I like the more raw conversation. But I think that it doesn't necessarily work for people in some spaces because they're so used to having like very cut, clean, take out the like,
it's too heavily produced.
Yeah.
Overly produced stuff. I could sniff it out and I just turn it off. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm going to get a very clean cut. Like I don't want to hear Barack Obama on a podcast. Only because
do your Barack Obama impression.
I like Obama, but I don't want to hear him on a podcast because it's just going to be very politically correct. I listened to a Trump interview from a Full Send podcast. It was actually a good interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was doing his Trumpisms and whatnot, but for the most part, like I was just like, oh, this is pretty entertaining. Mm-hmm. Like even people that I don't necessarily like or agree with, I could listen to them on a podcast and be like, they did a good job. Like I listened to Candace Owens on the Breakfast Club. That was a good interview.
Yeah.
That was a good interview.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it now. I think that Breakfast Club is gonna have what's his name from Fox, or he got fired from Fox.
Carlton.
Huh?
What's his name?
Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson.
I think that the Breakfast Club is gonna have Tucker Carlson on there.
Hey, he's actually a pretty funny. He's kind of like quirky dude, but yeah.
I feel like they're gonna have him on. But I've seen him be a complete dickhead and act like he didn't know what the fuck was going on. And what's funny about him is he used to be on CNN. Mm-hmm. He was like doing left-leaning content, and then he jumped off CNN and went to Fox. And it's like, bro, this shit is just a big game.
That's a job, bro.
This is a big game.
Yeah.
The only people that's
but
worried
he was
about
getting
all
chipped
that,
off too, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The only people that's mad about that is like, just normal citizens. Like they just doing a job, That's all they worried about.
Yeah.
Getting to the money.
Yeah. Anyways, there's that. Well, Live Nation, if you hear us, if you happen to hear this podcast, I just want you to know from the bottom of my heart to go fuck yourself. Okay,
Just
stop.
That sound good until you want to sell tickets to your live podcast.
yeah.
I don't want to go through Live Nation.
Yeah.
They own 70% of the fucking market.
What you gonna go through Eventbrite?
They own them too, don't they?
Man,
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, you're gonna have to do something. You gotta do a small venue or something.
man, you got to get with good company. Get with LaRussell in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
LaRussell signed a thing with Live Nation.
Oh, he did, huh? Man.
Didn't he shout them out?
Yeah. I don't know what kind of deal, but I think he has a concert deal with him or something.
This is wrong, man.
Yeah.
Shoot, well, y'all got live podcasts coming, live comedy special, live comedy stand-ups coming with the podcast, man. Y'all do it all.
What's fucked up is this Live Nation shit is like wiping your ass. Like everybody needs toilet paper. Mm-hmm. There's no way escaping this shit.
Yeah.
But you just hope to.
That's a wild analogy.
It's the truth.
I was thinking, like, what?
This is what I'm saying. It's like this is literally like wiping your ass. Everybody needs toilet paper. Therefore, it's kind of hard to like bypass the system.
This is like choking you. Everybody need to breathe, nigga. I'm like, what?
I can't. We can't use that analogy because some people like to be choked.
And some people don't like to wipe their ass. I mean,
Damn.
Just saying.
I wish
bro.
I could disagree because there's some people that smell like shit. So it's like, yeah, some
That
people.
nigga Eddie told me somebody we mutually knows.
Oh man!
Got a little dude
Hold on. Let's get into that. And I mean this. There's somebody that we mutually know. I will leave them nameless on the podcast. But every time I see this nigga, he smell like doo doo. Every time it's like a hint of doo doo, and it's like it don't matter what cologne this nigga wear, it is never going to outshine the doo doo.
He be put together too, like
Man.
fresh, edge up, everything.
It's like, what's
All I
that
know is
smell?
recently,
Boo-boo spice.
recently I was sitting near this young man, and once he got up from his seat, you know how people leave, like when anybody walks by you, they leave like a little bit of smell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they walk by you, and it's like a little small gust of wind that passes them by, and you be like, "That's doo-doo, bro." That's full grown shit.
That's horrible, man.
Yeah, man.
Golly.
That nigga need his diaper changed.
Dang. Is he a big dude?
You're a big guy. There's a lot of big dudes out there don't be wiping their ass right.
God damn.
Man.
You better get, I don't know, man. And you know what's fucked up about this? I'm not gonna be on this long at all. But it was a thing on TikTok of women that were complaining about men not properly wiping their ass.
What?
And they were like, my ex was just so disgusting, and I had to leave him because, he just wasn't wiping right. And when he got in the shower, he wasn't like cleaning between his cheeks. And I was like, this is a real problem.
Dang.
One girl said she was about to do a deed on her man, but he had boo-boo on his balls.
You lying.
Swear, bro.
Oh, that's
I said,
horrible.
man, like, fellas, that ain't cool, man.
Yeah.
That ain't cool, man. You gotta have better hygiene than that.
Yeah.
Bruh.
God damn.
That's
Motherfucker
hilarious.
had peanut butter on his nuts, man. That's nasty, man.
Man, you know they got like nut spray and nut cologne, bro.
They do.
Yeah.
But it's you can't be using all that though, because you be spraying chemicals on your nuts. That ain't good.
Man.
You got to get a natural one. They got like coconut ones and stuff like that. But don't be just putting anything on there. Especially that Old Spice one they got now.
Oh man,
I wouldn't spray that down there. Yeah, you have a freaking throw your because men,
you're not supposed to. I don't think you're supposed to like apply it like straight to the nuts though. Like
yeah, it
that
is.
sounds crazy.
They have lotion for that.
I got some. Well, I might as well say I got a little kit one time.
What's the Manscaped stuff?
No, it's called. You can look it up. It's called Ballsy.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Ballsy come in a little kit. You got
I seen that ad.
You got a nut wash and you got like a little thing that's got like a nut cologne where you kind of like rub it on your creases, and then you got some spray. It's an all natural neutralizing spray. You just spray it on the hair, and so I was like, okay, this shit is cool. You know what I'm saying? But still, at the same time, like a man should be like self-conscious, like, bro, you don't want a chick down there.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying? Without like washing your stuff first. Because imagine you being at the club, you being out, and then it's like, bro,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You
like,
never
you
know
never
when,
know.
You never know when things could happen. For one, you do want to be in the shower, for one. And two, you do want to have a good hygiene. Now, here's the thing that's funny about that. It'd be a dude like, man, these women ain't no good, man. They ain't what's wrong with these women? It's like, bro, you got shit in your ass. That's the first problem.
Hey, but it go both ways because it was dudes talking about like women getting BBLs, but then like they're
Not cleaning it right.
not wiping because they not used to the extra cheekage, bruh.
Dang.
And it's like I watched one dude on TikTok saying he like macked this chick down. They went back to the spot. And she started giving him like a lap dance, and she was standing on the bed while he was like sitting there, and she was like all in his face, and he was like calmly collected, like, "Hey, baby, I think you should get in the shower because you know you've been kind of working up a sweat."
And she had a BBL.
Yeah, she had a BBL.
She didn't have a BBL. She had a BSB. She had a BSB.
What is a BSB?
A big stanky booty.
A big shitty booty. That's crazy.
She had a big stanky.
But he said he got, you know, she took the shower. She was cool. He didn't make her feel out of, you know, uncomfortable. And he said he maxed her out and, you know, never called her again after that.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
If that booty had a smell, it'd be like, wah, wah, wah.
Man.
That's what was that? What was that movie? Was it like The Wood or something like that? Where the dude he sprayed he was getting ready and he sprayed the little cologne down there.
Was it The Wood?
I forgot what it was. One of those like classic movies. But that's the first time I seen that. I was like,
yeah, that was probably like, you know, I think I was in like high school or something.
You ain't supposed to do that shit. You spraying straight chemicals on your
nuts.
nuts.
That shit was burning the first time. I ain't even gonna yeah.
It for sure burn, but
man. Hey. And I don't even think it really helped you out either. I mean, you know.
It's not really, I don't even apply it, like applying cologne, I put it like on clothes.
Yeah.
Like hit myself on the chest and then like kind of rub it in.
Well, shoot, ask the women in the chat. Ask the women in the comments. Leave comments if that really helped. You know what I'm saying?
What?
If spraying cologne, you know what I'm saying, on your, you know, on your man piece before, you know, anything, or fellatio if that helps. So
I don't even know if that's going to.
yeah, send Eddie a DM.
Yeah, send Eddie a DM.
Yeah, they got you got a married man and basically a pre-married man sending me stories about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, send Eddie all the crazy stories and we'll read them live. You know what I'm saying?
Here, I guess.
Yeah. Eddie will read them for you.
They were like, "What cologne are we wearing?"
That's horrible.
Is that Jupe?
Man.
All right. Switching gears. Recently, it says a kid raises money to pay student lunch debt, which is kind of unfortunate. It's an awesome story that he's considering other kids, but it's also sad that a kid has to raise money to feed others. Missouri Boy 11 raises funds to pay off classmates' tabs for school lunches. Blue Springs, Missouri, a fifth grader in Missouri, is raising money to help pay off his classmates' debt for school lunches. Docken Kramer, 11-year-old from Kansas City area, knows the importance of that a school lunch has for students. It's important for kids to eat. Like, I don't think they could make it through the day without eating a school lunch, Kramer said. Blue Springs School District officials said that all students have access to school lunches and those who qualify also get a free breakfast. Providing meals to students has led to the district to have over $225,000 worth of lunch debt. Damn. An issue many schools are facing. If everyone kind of gets the notion that we can pull together, we can make a difference. Dawkins' mother, Vanessa Kramer, said, "Here's the fucking problem with this." And it's not with this young man. He's an amazing young man. But it's a lot of local politicians that have like per diem. And not only do they have per diem, they have like literal budgets for their fucking lunch. Like these politicians have fucked us so bad that kids got to scramble over how they're going to eat while they shove their fat mouth all day. That's not right. Mm-hmm. That's not right. A lot of these politicians have way too many conveniences for themselves while kids got to figure out how to eat. And there was one politician, I can remember who the fuck it was, saying that, oh, kids don't need free lunches at school. Why would they need that?
That sounds crazy.
Motherfucker, bro. Do you know I would have starved as a kid if I didn't have free breakfast and lunch?
That's expensive, dude.
Bro, look, and then you said Missouri. Look at the average income for the state of Missouri, right? And then you have to think like, there are laws where kids have to go to school or parents will get in trouble.
Truancy.
Truancy laws, right?
Mm-hmm. Right?
And so it's like, you want my kids to go to school. I already don't make enough money. If you want them to be there all day, provide meals for them so that they can be there all day.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds horrible to say, but I mean, it's reality. Mm-hmm. And I'm only saying that because, we're funding all kinds of other unnecessary things, sending billions of dollars when, again, kids are hungry. Like, there's no reason a kid should have a tab like at school. And I remember at one point, we had to pay, or I had to pay, I guess a little lunch tab. And I remember one time the lunch lady pulled me to the side and she was like, "Hey, you owe like $1.60 something." Mm-hmm. And, if you don't bring it tomorrow, then I can't let you get lunch. And I was thinking like, man, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. I mean, I came the next day and she still gave me the lunch, but just to even have someone tell your kid that
they can't eat.
Yeah, and it's just wild to me, man.
Yeah.
I was poor enough to never have to pay. Thank God.
Yeah. You got to sign that little paper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I wasn't ashamed. I was eating them free lunches and they was good. Mm-hmm. Hey, speaking of free lunches or just lunches in general, for anybody that grew up poor, there was a couple things on that menu that just stood out. One of them was that pizza. That school lunch pizza was different. It was always a square. And they had square pepperonis, and it came in a little plastic sack.
Yeah.
And the sack was always too fucking hot for you to put your hands on.
Yeah.
Because
it's full of grease.
Full of grease.
They really cooked it with the thing on there too.
Yeah, they did. They cooked it with the plastic on it. I don't know if they were supposed to do that.
What about those breakfasts though? What was the most I feel like the most sought after thing for those breakfasts was those little graham crackers with the peanut butter and the jelly on them.
Those are fucking good. There's a couple. I got a top 5. The top 5 free breakfast. The top 5 free breakfast menus.
This nigga was poor. He was so man.
Yeah,
I was top 5.
I got 4.
I was all
smoking on top 5.
I was all team poverty. So I was saying,
first team SCYL poverty. This fool's crazy.
I was first team food stamp. So I would say the graham cracker with peanut butter and jelly it's no particular order, but that was on top 5. The next one was the sausage wrap pancake.
Oh yeah.
It was like a corn dog, but it was
my kids love those Jimmy Dean joints. Yeah,
that was fire. Another one was them little donuts. Cinnamon.
I forgot about the donuts.
Little cinnamon donuts that came in a little pack.
Yeah.
Another one was it was a breakfast pizza that had like eggs and sausage and it was a little pizza that had like it was basically
it was on a bagel, right?
No, nigga, not the bagel. It was literally like a pizza, but it was a breakfast pizza.
I think I remember that.
And it had gravy as like the baseline sauce with
this
eggs
making
and
up
cheese
stuff. I ain't never heard of no stuff like that, bro.
Yeah,
and it had sausage in it. That shit was good. That and then it was
I ain't gonna front. Breakfast was way better than lunch.
Yeah,
not to me,
bruh. Breakfast on a day-to-day basis. I don't ever remember having like a nasty breakfast.
Did you eat breakfast at BHS? You did?
Nah, I mean, I would go in there every now and then, but I would mostly eat at you just got to get there too early. I'm cool.
Bro, hey, nah, but you left out the muffins, bro. Remember they used to have the chocolate muffins with the chocolate chips, and then sometimes they would have like the poppy seed muffins and stuff.
I know you're talking about. I think they were Otis Spunkmeyers.
Yeah.
Those are fucking good. They had those for breakfast. They
used to have like
those
French toast and stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
French toast pancakes.
Yeah. But y'all know what was the worst thing was that concentrated ass orange juice. Remember that shit was just horrible.
That shit tasted
go down like Hennessy.
Hey,
that shit was slave juice.
Hey, at first, but you got to think about it. Like at the time, it was bomb to us because we was drinking like Tampico. We was drinking unless you still drinking Tampico.
Fuck no,
man. We was bro. We was drinking. Hey, we was just different, man.
That orange juice tasted like fucking transmission fluid, man.
We thought it was good too.
You know what was bad too? Sometimes we would get it and it still be frozen.
Oh God!
Like it'd be half frozen.
You had to shake it up,
man.
But here's the thing that's fucked up about that orange juice. It was very strong, like too strong. Yeah. It's like that shit was made out of straight orange pills, nigga. There wasn't even real juice in that bitch.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, well, what about for lunch? Remember they used to give us those shape up pops that was in like the.
It's a triangle,
and it was like a prism.
Yeah, it was like
niggas had to learn geometry.
Hey, but you already like every time we would go through, it was like some of them busted, and it was just all like slimy and everything.
So fire, bro. Yeah, they was super slimy too.
Yeah,
slimy out. That was the original slime.
That was the original slime. Man, that's hilarious, bro. Oh shoot!
It's true because it was literally in a prism.
Yeah. But it wasn't like. Because a triangular prism is like a pyramid.
Yeah.
I don't know what type of shape that was.
Yeah, it was like two pyramids
sides.
like touching.
Yeah, because it was like a few sides. But it wasn't it didn't have a flat bottom. It was just like straight across. Yeah.
Man.
That's crazy. Yeah. I don't know what type of shape that is.
It looks like the shape like a little kid would make like unnecessary shading on a piece of paper. That's how it was shaped.
That's funny.
Oh my God. It was like a pyramid with the side missing. But what it is it was a little rip off tab at the top.
Yeah.
And you would rip it off and then you would push the pop up and it was just concentrated slime. Yeah. And I think there was only one flavor, grape.
Yeah, they had grape, but then they had the red ones too. Yeah, they had the red ones. And then they had like my senior year, they had some orange ones and shit in there too.
They had the orange ones?
Yeah.
Man.
But them shits was just horrible.
There are two things that I never see that were very prevalent when I was in school. And those two things are chocolate milk and strawberry milk. They do not have strawberry milk or chocolate in stores no more.
Dang.
I'm not looking.
I seen some chocolate milk.
I
seen some chocolate milk at Smart and
They
Final.
still got the Yahoo. The
Yoo-hoo?
or Yahoo, whatever.
Yahoo.
Yeah.
Emails.
Like my son's the kid's great grandma, like they sent Kendry some like Yoo-hoo for his birthday and shit.
Wow.
It's like a 6-pack.
But Yoo-hoo is technically not milk. It's like chocolate drink.
Bro, hey.
I'm serious. It's the same way niggas was surprised when Dave Chappelle was like, I want that drink. Like, that's the epiphany I had when I found out Yoo-hoo was not chocolate
That's
milk.
how you know you're poor. If you've ever bought a gallon of orange drink and it's it's only 1% juice. Nigga, what's the other 99%?
Bro, because it's not water. And I felt like that when I started drinking Sunny D. Like my kids got Sunny D again. I was like, oh man, I'm about to smash a cup of this. And I was like,
nasty,
bro, it was the grossest thing I ever.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, Sunny D and Tampico is cousins. That shit is not good, man. Not good at all. But you know what's funny about eating elementary or junior high or high school lunches is like when they mix things on a plate and it's like a science project. Like it'll be, let's say, pizza, pears, milk, and an ice cream pop. And it's like, bro,
that would never go together.
You just want me to shit my pants at this point.
Yeah, as an adult, that would never
I would.
And you had a carton of milk.
Yeah. Bro, I would have I'd be in a constant state of diarrhea eating that shit.
Yeah. just like stuff as an adult you would never mix, like pizza, broccoli, carrots.
Jeez. It's like,
and a
man,
strawberry milk. That's crazy.
At that point, you just giving my bowels a test. But they had a couple really good lunch items though. One of them, they had these little subs that came in a little hot bag, and they used to heat them up too.
Like it was like ham and cheese.
Yeah,
Oh
my God, they was fire.
I did not like those.
You didn't?
The ham. Well,
That shit was good.
I don't mess with the swine. You feel me?
That shit was good to me, nigga. I loved it. It was hot, and they had like the little fries that came with them on the side.
Hey, the fries, but they in that same line they had those burgers that came in the bag too.
The burger,
yeah, they was good. Cheeseburger.
I almost died a few times eating them fries.
Oh, bro.
Because they so like thick.
Bro, the fries was thick and they was just like, I don't know.
I don't know if because we all got a little gap. Well, me and Desmond's right there, but Keith is a.
They the crinkly
yeah,
ones.
the crinkle cut
They
fries,
they will suffocate you if you don't have.
Wait. We did get those too.
They was like soggy sometimes, and like some of them was like not all the way cooked through.
They would come in them little cups.
Bro, they was like hella limp all the time coming, man.
Yeah. Well, our fries are still a little different though, because we had fries that was straight up. Yeah. And they came in a white sack, and sometimes it was real crispy and good, and other times it was limp.
Yeah.
But see, the ones he talking about, we also ate those, but he talking about literal crinkle cut fries. But when you bite them, they don't taste like they fully cooked.
Yeah, they don't. They was
and they was always lukewarm.
Yeah.
Not quite hot, and they was thick.
Yeah,
and you bite through them, it's like they just
if you don't fully chew it up, if you don't use all your molars to eat it, nigga, it'll feel like somebody is like choking.
Man, that's horrible. Nigga had to use a lot of ketchup on it. Horrible.
I know exactly what. And the fries you talking about, they oftentimes came with chicken nuggets.
Oh yeah.
They came with them. They came with them goddamn nuggets.
Yeah.
Every time, man.
I stayed away from the nuggets, bro. I just would rather get the burger because what was we getting, like 6 nuggets, bro?
Yeah, it wasn't very much.
Yeah,
burger be dry.
And then remember we used to get the chicken, and the chicken was like nothing but just like gristle and grease.
They did try to serve fried chicken to us.
Yeah, they tried to serve fried chicken.
What are y'all doing?
What
are y'all doing? What are y'all doing here?
Nigga, they got them chickens from I don't know where.
Man.
Yeah, it'd be all fatty. It's gross.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that good. But the best, probably out of a top 5 menu, that cup of turkey with potatoes and cream turkey.
Oh yeah,
that's elite.
Your girl brought that up earlier. She said that was fire, and it came with that little roll.
Yeah, that's elite. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's the only thing. Like she said, I got seconds on that. I did too. Most of us did.
Yeah.
Because it's something about that turkey, man. It was thick enough to where it's like, okay, this is real turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they really took their time.
But that gravy had little chunks of the little.
It did.
Yeah. I didn't like it. I was like, man, this can't be gravy because it was just another color, bro.
it was like brown. It was like mucus color.
Yeah, it was, bro. Like I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
What do you mean?
It was like to me, like I was like, bro, this got to be something else.
No, it was
there's
gravy.
there's white gravy and brown gravy. That was like mucus.
Was like, this shit was like had a hint of green to it.
No, it wasn't green,
I was
man.
like, bro,
it was like light brown.
On your phone,
it was light brown. It was light brown, and it had like pepper in it. It was good,
man.
It was good.
This nigga brought pepper from home. This nigga was like, yeah, I'm gonna doctor this shit up.
Yeah, man, that's a trip, man. Back then, it was back before people really cared about health. We used to have that student store.
Oh yeah,
those school lunches, man. You shouldn't. And the fucked up thing is, some people still eat like that to this very day. You can't,
as an adult,
you cannot do that.
Yeah.
You can't like
consistently.
No, you can't cut a bag in half and just put a bunch of cheese on it.
Oh yeah, man, that was the
Frito
move back then, bro.
Yeah,
man. But what I used to see people do is they was getting them hot Cheetos and then putting all that cheese on them and chili.
Yeah.
There's a school that I work at now, and they're like, I guess they're more like health conscious. Like they grow a lot of fruits and stuff like that, and they are taking it to like another level. Like one of the kids asked me, they was like, "Yo, what was your school lunches like? Like what y'all eat?" And I was like, "Yeah, like for us, when I was in elementary, every Friday we had pizza.
Yes, yep.
Regardless, it was either the whatever, it was like the one you talking about with the little squares or the little cubes on it, and then like maybe once a month we would get Little Caesars, and they were shocked, like, yo, that's crazy, because they eating like fruits, and they getting like, I seen them one day. They was just walking around the cafeteria eating like star fruit. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I only seen star fruit on their little graphic in class, like up, like when they, when they had the letters like A for apple, S for star fruit. That's the only time I ever seen that.
Dang. Man. Hey, but then we had vending machines. The vending machines was like I bet you they don't even have those like in schools
not
like
all.
that no more.
I knew this skinny ass nigga named Tyrone back in the day, and he used to take his student ID card and he would stick his skinny arm in the vending machine and reach up to the sensor, and he would wave his card and sodas would fall out, and he would fill his backpack up with sodas, and he was charging everybody 75 cents a soda.
Dang.
How much was the soda? How much would it cost out the vending machine?
Back then, I think it was
like
$1.25.
Yeah.
So
for like a 16 ounce.
that was for a bottle, right? But then the
20. That's for a 20 ounce.
20 ounce?
Yeah, 20 ounce. The bottles. But then the cans was a little cheaper though.
I don't remember cans.
Cans probably a quarter.
I remember him having bottles only. 20-ounce bottles. He was selling for 75 cents. And he was selling them out.
I think the name brand had to be like 50 cents. And then because I could remember vividly like a Shasta, you would put a quarter in there and then you would get one of them little fruit punch Shasta sodas or something like that.
Hey, y'all don't remember the Powerade Arctic Shatter ones though? Nigga.
Hell yeah, the white one?
Yeah, the white ones, bro.
Wait, that's not what it was called, was it?
It was Arctic Shatter, bro. Because when we would have football practice, that was like
they had that in the back. It was an exclusive flavor back then. That shit was
I only
fire.
had VHS.
Man,
I know y'all remember that smell too.
Yeah, just walking in the locker room, man, bro.
Yeah,
you can't even
crazy.
get that. Like you can't even like relive that.
Yeah.
You know.
That's distinct. It probably still smell like that. Like if you walked over there right now.
Yeah, that's a trip.
Yeah.
It's just all them taped ankles and shit. Feet all out, sweat, gloves.
100+ years of just man. Hey, them bathrooms used to be garbage,
Bad,
bro.
disgusting.
Oh man.
Never
Hey, remember
cleaned
we
ever.
paid somebody or not us, but somebody paid somebody to lick the floor for $1?
I don't remember that shit.
Oh, bro. If I
That's
said the person's name, you would already know. But
I will say this: I got a name drop here on my old teammate, but I remember, and they almost got in a fight. I forgot. All I know is Greg Nolan was taking a shit it was before the game. Greg Nolan was taking a shit, and somebody dumped a whole big thing of ice water. It's like a bunch of ice water that people had their feet in.
Oh.
And they dumped it on him, and he got up. He's like, "Motherfucker!" And he had his cleats on, so the floor was slick, and he's slipping all over the floor with his cleats.
That
And he just pulled his pants up, and I'm like,
he didn't even wipe.
He didn't even wipe, bro. He didn't wipe his ass.
Hey, bro. Hey, remember that happened with that one dude and what's that black lady teacher and he came.
Oh, when I told you about Okay, so look, it was me and a couple of dudes in the class who's being assholes. And you remember those army balloons that would stretch out real big?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the grenade ones.
They was grenade ones, but they had like really thick imprinting on the outside of the balloon.
Yeah.
So we aired that motherfucker up until like the print was just huge. And we had two of them, but I had one and it was wobbling. I filled it with water. And it was this dude, this little white guy was in my class. And he was like a kind of a prankster himself. But I guess he was taking his shit. And we threw it over. Bam. Water blasted all over him. Motherfucker runs out. And we full speed run down the hallway. We get in the classroom. And we sit down. He comes in there and he's all wet. And he was like, "Fuck you, motherfuckers." And then Mrs. Shepherd kicked him out. She's like, "Get out of my class."
Yeah.
So it's like first of all, you didn't wipe your ass. You got water all over you. I think he ended up getting expelled he got expelled because he was drinking liquor in class.
Man, that was crazy.
Dude was drinking Bacardi in class in a water bottle.
Damn.
Bruh.
Yeah, that was nuts.
I think I remember I know who you're talking about.
I don't know if you do because we're a class older than you. But
man, well, I ain't gonna say no names. It's all good.
But the dude was taking his shit. We threw a water balloon on him. I'm like,
that's hilarious.
Damn.
Bro.
That was so fucked up. You don't do that. That was just ignorant high school. I remember it's another time. I ain't gonna say no names, but you ever see somebody get pants and people for some reason back then? Pants and people was a big thing. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people was wearing 2 pairs of shorts. That's how bad it got.
Yeah.
Man, bro, I swear to God, I'm not gonna say no names, but this nigga got pants so bad. This nigga's balls, ass, everything came out, right? And then he fell. And it make it worse, like obviously you on soft, so it was girls everywhere, pants out, penis out. You got a sophomore penis on soft.
Oh, dang.
Extra soft.
You got a high school sophomore penis on soft, and you got pants in the middle of the campus.
Oh, that shit was funny, bro.
Oh man, that shit was wild, bro.
I remember I got pants once. And it was
man.
like I was in second grade, I think, by one of my guys, Richard. And it was like, you know, when you
He
start
said second grade. That's
crazy.
I was in with that phase where it was like I was trying to start to move into boxers. like I was moving out of the tighty whities into the boxers. But like
Man.
it was just on this particular day, a nigga just ran out. So I had to revert back to the tighty whities. And we were standing in the lunch line and that nigga just said whoop. And then nigga, all my thigh was showing.
He got his pants, he was looking like Malcolm in the Middle.
Man, I was looking like
They need to have an age restriction on them tighty whities. You should not be no grown man walking around with them drawers on.
bruh, nigga looking like Breaking Bad out there.
Bro, look here. I think that might be a deal breaker for women. If you getting ready to do it and you pull your pants down, you got them drawers
Got the
on.
tighty whities
She
on.
gonna be like, I can't do this.
Oh, but for grown men, it's French cut though. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I
That
can do
ain't
that.
it, man.
That's uncomfortable to wear.
First of all,
up.
if I'm wearing boxer briefs, they gotta be long.
Yeah,
I don't like the ones that are too close, and then when you walk, the motherfuckers ride up.
Yeah.
Now you got a goddamn G-string on. I'm like, fuck.
Eddie Zest.
Yeah, like, man, I'm glad nobody can see what's going on. But make it worse, if your shit right up that bad and your pants is kind of snug, nigga, you got a panty line going down.
That's horrible, bro.
You're like, come on.
Oh man, he said a G-string.
That's funny.
Man, that shit must hurt.
Nigga walk around looking like a thought.
With some boy shorts on.
Oh, that's cold, bro.
Oh, man.
Dang.
Yeah, that's not it, man.
Yeah. Shout out to the kid though.
Man.
Yeah, shout out to
They
the kid.
they said that he raised I think he wrote like a $7,300 check to pay off all the debt. Dang. And then it was like he raised enough money and he had some money left over, so he helped out some of the high school students. So shout out
That's
to him.
so dope.
And then they also named an award after him. Once he came to the school with the check, they basically have an award that they're going to give to future students that, you know, show honorability and stuff like that.
You know what? You know,
philanthropy.
Thinking about this, dog, you know, here's the thing I don't know why I haven't thought about this, but this is something that I feel obligated to do now that we're talking about it. I want to find like a poor district and just like go buy all the kids pizza. Like, it's not going to hurt me to do that. Mm-hmm. And I think that like as a grown man, once being in their shoes and not having a lot of money or whatever, I just want to go to like one of the schools and say, hey, I want to donate, you know, X amount of pizzas.
It's tricky though. Like you could do it. They just have like so many restrictions as far as like their diet and when you can do that and stuff like that. Yeah, you could do that probably. If I were you, I would just call my girl and say like, hey, I'm gonna just bring like, you know, for the end of the year, or like it might be better to do like a little football team, buying some cleats or something like that.
Yeah,
just because it's kind of
Absolutely.
they get tricky when it comes to what the kids can eat and
Absolutely.
what they can't eat and
That's
how
a
many
good one.
parties you can have in a year or something like that.
Or we should just do pop up and just speak and then, you know, give them free NGA shirts. You feel me?
Yeah, they would. I think they would like that.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm just, you know, obviously we're just living life. We're adults, but I feel like I could play my part, man. And
Yeah.
there's some kid somewhere in high school that his parents are on a fixed income. He wants some nice cleats. I could afford that.
I know for me, when I my freshman year, I had like really nice cleats, like I had the Jordan cleats, and then my sophomore year, I just had like one of the homies, like his freshman year cleats, like I was just using those. So yeah, I know for sure it's a lot of kids that be needing.
Yeah, man, they'll be needing them. Especially, you know, there's a kid on that team with some big ass feet. A big feet motherfucker. It's not his fault that he wore a size 16 in high school, but I know I could go to Marshall's and get you a pair.
Yeah.
I know I get you a nice pair. And matter of fact, I'll get you 2 pair. I'll get you a pair of cleats and get you a pair of shoes to walk around in.
Mm-hmm.
They might be purple, green, and orange, but nigga, that's the best I could do at the moment.
Yeah, that's
man.
real.
Yeah, because Marshalls is real good for having them extra big ass fucking cleats.
Man, size 14s and stuff, crazy sizes.
14 is not as crazy as you think, even though it's big.
What?
It's
Six,
way
they got.
bigger, huh?
Well, I done seen like some 16s up in there, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm trying to figure out what kind of shoes are those, bro.
Yeah, there's some ugly shoes in there.
Yeah.
Some Shacks.
I wear 13s, but there's in some very, 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 very rarely I can wear a 12. Because there's some 12s that run big. Like Chucks, they run big. So I could wear a Chuck Taylor in a 12.
Nah, I wear smaller Chuck.
What you mean?
I think I wear like 11 inch.
That's what I just said. I wear a 13, but I could go down to a 12.
Oh, you
for
could
Chuck.
go down to a 12. Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
I've only had one pair of Chuck Taylors, and I stopped wearing them because their bottom has no support.
Yeah.
And you can feel it. You step on a worm, your foot hurt.
Man,
You're like, oh, goddamn.
I ain't never wearing a Chuck Taylor. I can't never wear a Chuck Taylor.
Nah, you can't. Yeah,
That's
you
not a
need
good
to
look.
wear. If you can't wear Chuck Taylor, you wear Chuck Liddell, nigga. Oh man, we strayed away from the topic. It's all good. We can wrap it up with this last one here. Where we at, man?
114.
Okay, yeah, we got some time, man. Switching gears, Morgan Spurlock passes away. For those who don't know who Morgan Spurlock is, he's the guy that did the documentary Super Size Me. And then he did the second movie, which was Super Size Me 2, but Super Size Me 2 just exposed like the big chicken. Basically the companies that oppress these farmers and whatnot. So his whole
and the green, what do they call it? Like something greening or
a what?
greenwashing or something like that.
Yeah, where like these words don't mean shit, such as
Yeah.
organic or free range. They
Like
mean
they
nothing.
don't use fried, they'll
Yeah.
use crispy
Yeah,
or something like that.
How they basically deceive people. So I think he did a great job of. Oh no, you're talking about Green Halo or something like that, or Halo
Yeah, because he opened up the
Health
restaurant.
Halo.
Yeah.
Health
yeah.
Halo.
He opened up that restaurant and he tried to make it like, he tried to make it work, but then he realized it doesn't, it doesn't really work.
You gotta lie to people. All right, let's get into it. Morgan Spurlock, documentary filmmaker behind Super Size Me, dies at 53. That's so sad, man. It had to be for McDonald's. All right, the documentary about 30-day McDonald diet made $22 million, earned an Oscar nomination, and put Spurlock on the map. He later retreated from Hollywood after admitting to sexual misconduct. Oh, goddamn. Couldn't keep it in his pants. All right. The Mudracky documentary filmmaker who chronicled a 30-day period when he ate only McDonald's food and the Oscar-nominated Super Size Me, a project that helped raise awareness about the dangers of poor nutrition, died Thursday in New York from complications of cancer. Oh, that's terrible.
Dang.
It was a sad day. As we said goodbye to my brother Morgan Spurlock, brother of Craig, said in statement, Morgan gave so much through his art, ideas, and generosity today. He has lost a true creative genius and a special man. I am so proud to have worked together with him. In a professional directing career that spanned more than a decade, Spurlock bit into a wide range of social political issues, including
very different.
the Bush era war on terror, Where in the World is Osama bin Laden, Corporate Power, The Greatest Movie Ever Sold, and Masculine Identity. He also directed the 3D concert film One Direction, This Is Us, released in 2013. Okay.
Oh, we did that One Direction.
Yeah, I'll say this, man. When it came to Super Size Me, I watched that in college, and the dude basically was eating McDonald's every day, and that's back when they had to. He is the reason why the Super Size got deleted.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, to add a Super Size fry, it was only 39 extra cents.
God
And
dang.
that fry was fucking huge, and I remember getting it many times.
Used to get the super.
Oh
size
yeah,
it.
oh yeah,
Man, hey, you wouldn't get a meal without the supersized fry, bro.
bruh. And they were just pushing fries on.
Well,
there.
I think we used to do it like a family thing, like get the super size and then share the fries.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, man, I like the fries better than the burger.
But McDonald's had something, basically what they called it, a bucket of fries they started selling. Where it looked like a cup that you would put soda in, but it was a cup specifically for fries, bro.
What?
It's called a cup of fries. It was fucking huge. And yeah. I remember getting it a few times, like me and my dad would split it. but it was just called it a cup of fries, and it's a big ass cup. I'm like, bro, and you don't really register it at the time, but it's like, bro, Americans are not supposed to be eating like this. You know, and you look at some of the menu items there are menu items that are no longer there, and part of it is for health purposes. But like even the nuggets, back in the day, the nuggets tasted better at McDonald's because they used dark meat back then. So the nuggets was juicier. The McChickens tasted better. You know what I'm saying? Many things have changed, bro. They took away them fucking fried apple pies. I miss those so much.
Oh man, those were bomb.
God, they only make fried apple pies in Downey, California. So if you want a Downey and I think Hawaii or something like that. So they got an old ass McDonald's. One of the first ones in California is in Downey. And like whenever I'm in that area, I will literally go to Downey to get that fried apple pie.
Dang.
Yeah, that shit is different, bro.
Yeah. That documentary is so crazy. I actually watched it probably a couple months ago. And, you know, basically he was going on his journey to prove a point. And anytime he would eat McDonald's 3 times a day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then if they asked him to supersize the meal, he had to do it. So anytime that the person, the cashier or whatever, asked him to do it, he would have to do it. And he was going through, and it was only 30 days, and he went through so many health complications in that short period of time.
Right.
You know, they were talking about how his organs were like aged, you know, like drastically just based off of eating this stuff. And then all the doctors were saying like, hey, so how would you recommend anybody eating at McDonald's, or how often should they eat McDonald's? And like 3 out of 4 of them, or like all 4 of them, were like, I would never, you know, suggest anybody eat.
But
eat
the
this
thing
type
is,
of
like
food.
when we watched it, I remember watching it too, but then I don't remember him like having like a work, like did he work out?
No, he just did he just lived his regular life. He wasn't working out.
Yeah, but
I think he specifically says in the beginning that he's trying to live like the average American. So for that reason, he wasn't working out.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Most Americans are not active. In addition to that, every time they said, "Do you want to supersize?" he had to say yes.
Yeah.
So
That's what I just said.
Yeah. So,
Didn't he meet the dude who like ate who has like
Big Mac every day?
Yeah, Big Mac every day.
yeah.
Yeah, and he's like he's the like Guinness Book of World Records holder for that Big Mac every day. That's a trip, bro.
Yeah.
A Big Mac every day.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I don't know what that's.
But I mean, I used to work at McDonald's and you was there. We know people that was pulling
Man,
up
shout out
every
to the
morning.
OG Clarence. Man, come
Shout out to
on,
Clarence,
man. Man, what you fasting for? Hey, niggas used to be poor, man. Like, man, no food, and niggas like, why you fasting? What'd he say? Ramadan?
Oh yeah.
Like,
He said, keep it real with a brother. Is it Ramadan or something? I was
like,
like,
nah, nigga.
I'm like, nah, I'm Christian, bro.
Nigga ain't got no food, bro. Shoot.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Clay, man.
What'd he say? What'd he say? What you get the orange juice with the pulp?
Oh yeah.
He said, man. He said it's a meal too.
He said, you like the pulp, man? I was like, yeah, I like sometimes I like having the pulp in my orange juice. He's like, man, I like it because it's like a drink and a meal at the same time.
Oh my god,
Man, OG Clarence, man. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
How old was that guy when you were working there?
He was in his 60s when I was working
Oh,
there.
Hey, but he was cut up though, huh?
Yeah, he looked really good for his
man.
age, for sure. Yeah.
Straight up.
That nigga was the Morgan Freeman of McDonald's.
Hey, he was the
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, he had him a little like old little white lady he used to shack up with.
Yeah, bust her down.
He was paying her in dick and McChickens. Just straight dick.
Straight up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grilled onions.
OG Clarence, man.
There are items though at McDonald's that are not there from back in the day. The Big and Tasty, they took that off.
Oh, come back, the Big and Nasty.
Yeah. They took that shit off the menu. They had oh man, the thing that they should have on there right now, and they'll make a killing. And I want everybody to think about this and see if you remember. Back in the day, McDonald's had salad shakers. The salad, it came in a cup.
Yep,
And
I
you
remember
put the dressing in it and shook it up.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they took those away, but those are popular, man.
Yeah.
I think those will make a killing in this economy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. I don't think they actually sell salads anymore.
Yeah, they do, but they sell it in a big plate, like a big platter. I got one a couple years ago.
Yeah, I mean that's when I looked. I'm just telling you, when I looked online, like the salads that they used to, where you could just put the grilled chicken on there and then like it come in a plate. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
'cause they
looked
used
on
to
the
have-
website. I didn't see nothing. I seen something where it came in a little rinky dink box and it had like a little cherry tomato in there and some lettuce and maybe like some chicken, but
I think
not
they had
like
an
no
issue with I want to say E. coli or something because because the salad was like they would set up, and then after a while like
yeah, I could see that because I know the habits that the people that I work with had, whether they, not throwing stuff away when they supposed to or still trying to sell older stuff. I could see that.
I see this is an old article, but it says the new McDonald's kale salad is worse for you than a double Big Mac.
Excuse me. Yeah.
God damn.
I know.
That's an old article from 2016. Let me see if I put up McDonald's salad.
That's what I'm saying. You can't. The only reason I know that is because I was writing a short film, and that's when I watched Super Size Me, and then I was looking for the salads on the thing, and I was like, I don't really see no salad options, no real healthy, because there's not really a healthy option at McDonald's.
Nah.
Like even the parfaits, and they trying to make it sound like it's healthy.
They prepackaged salads now. Basically, they're all prepackaged because this one says this is in 2022. This one I see here, and it says first look at McDonald's 2022 salads, a shadow of what they used to be.
Yeah,
and it shows like it's all wrapped up like it's prepackaged shit.
That's crazy.
They're not investing no money in those salads no more.
Not at all.
Because they like y'all don't want to eat healthy anyways. Nigga, get this fried chicken.
Yeah.
Dang,
Get this fried chicken.
Oh man,
yeah, that's a trip.
We used to go to restaurants and just be asking for wild shit off the menu. Remember?
I don't know. I was a very basic eating. You was the one that was always switching your.
I'm
order
talking
up.
about you like asking for shit that's not on there. Like you would be going places, be like, "Oh, can I get a big pickle?"
That's just being an asshole.
Like what? He be telling him to do all kind of stuff with his man.
Yo, this ad for the salad in the 80s is fucking wild. And it showed two black women because McDonald's has been like basically called out for marketing to black people. And it's got a black woman with a phone and another black woman with a phone at the bottom. And it say, "Girl, I wonder how Mickey D's makes such a great tasting salad." And at the bottom it says, "That's easy. They toss them fresh all day."
Dang.
And then look at all that meat on that motherfucker right there.
Yeah, that's not
All
even
that
salad.
Nigga, that's an EBT salad.
Hey, but that's even Chappelle did a skit about that. Remember?
He's making fun of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, whack Arnold's.
Yeah.
They got they still do that. It's the girl that's in the Miss Marvel, or what's the Marvels, the one with the
young Hispanic
Captain
girl?
Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she like Indian or something. And then it's the black girl. The black girl is in an old McDonald's commercial. It's one of those singing like real like kind of low key racist kind of commercials.
Shuck and jive.
Yeah, one of them joints. Yeah.
Dang.
I went to McDonald's website right now. I'm looking for anything on the menu that's salad related. Yeah. McNuggets, iced coffee, sausages, breakfast.
There's not really any there's really not even vegetables on there.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. Hold on. I'm still looking through
even
burgers,
even it would be cool to have like a little tomato with your burger or
fish
something.
Sandwiches, fries, and sides.
The most you get is like dried onions.
The only thing they got healthy at McDonald's is apples, nigga.
Man, them apples, you got to be careful for them apples because of the way that they preserve them.
The pesticides and shit.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't see the salad yet, my guy.
I'm telling you, bro.
Ain't no salad on there, bro.
Yeah.
Huh?
Ain't no salad on there.
Oh my God.
If you, I bet you money. If you go to McDonald's down the street and you be like, "Hey, can I get a salad?" They'll be like, let me talk to my manager real quick."
Bruh, that's hilarious.
Hold on, let me see something. Let me see if I gotta find it right now. Our menu, exclusive deals. I hope I'm not passing it up. It says breakfast, burgers, chicken, fish sandwiches, McNuggets, fries, and sides. It's got to be in fries and sides. That's the only thing I could think of.
Maybe inside you might find something.
Yeah, let's see. Fries, apples, and it's got sauces. Oh my God, they don't have a fucking salad, man.
Yeah.
No way, man.
No more,
I'm
bro.
mind blown, bro.
No more.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how you know they don't give a fuck about nobody health.
Yeah. What the crazy part about it is it's only gotten worse. All they did was remove the supersize option, and then they put the calories on the thing, but it didn't really change anything. That's why I like that when they have those conversations about like food deserts and stuff like that.
Oh, or even the meat, like what the meat is made out of, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I told this story before, but because like I worked at McDonald's. If you work at McDonald's long enough, you for sure got some stories. But we had the grill that cooked the beef, the patties. The restaurant was like just kind of like going out, like, but basically the thing that clamped down, it was like a little clamp that closed, and it would close for the proper amount of time. Like you just input like however long to cook the beef patties or whatever. So the thing was like messing up though. Like it was coming up too fast, or it wasn't dropping, or like it was staying down too long, whatever the case may be. And then one day, like, we threw some patties on the grill that we, put the thing down, and it go for like maybe like a minute and some change or whatever. But what happened was it didn't come up one time. So there was like probably like 4 or 5 patties just under there, just cooking and cooking and cooking and cooking.
Man.
And eventually, like, nigga, probably like 25, 30 minutes later, it just randomly decided to come up. And what I tell you when I seen, nigga, the patties liquefied. It was literally like just liquid. I was like, yo, what the heck? So that's how you know. I don't know.
Did you look? Hold on. Wait. Did you look at the top griddle to make sure it wasn't stuck?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it didn't stick to it. It was definitely on the bottom. Yeah.
Man,
That was a McLiquid.
you already know. I gotta say, shout out to Magali, aka Magnolia Chop,
Yeah,
and my boy Jared. You
yeah.
feel me? That's hilarious,
Yeah, it was good times at McDonald's. That nigga Desmond was always in there,
bruh.
every break. Yeah.
Bro, I was getting the McChickens. They was hooking. I had the plug over there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only way I was like offsetting protein. So I would get like 2 McChickens, just the patty, and then leaf lettuce, no bun, bro. And then that's it.
You was still eating fried chicken every day, nigga.
Man, I wasn't eating. Bro, was I eating fried chicken? I wasn't really eating nothing like
A
that.
McChicken is fried, fool.
I know, but I'm talking about just in general. Like, nigga, we was broke, so.
Yeah, we wasn't eating much. We used to go to KFC and get the little wings.
Oh, bro,
that?
that was like a splurge for me. I get the 20-piece wing,
like after boxing or something like that.
After the boxing gym.
I know that shit was fire.
Yeah, it was
Bruh.
good.
Yeah,
KFC is good. I haven't been there in a long time, but I tend to stay away from fried chicken. Like it's every blue moon I'll eat it. Because that's how bad fried chicken really is for you. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
man.
Sometimes you got to do it.
Sometimes you got to do it. But I will say this. The best biscuits out of any restaurant is from Church's.
Church. Yeah,
What,
they got
the
the
honey biscuits?
Yeah.
Them honey biscuits is
Heck
good.
nah, bro.
Fire.
Bro, well, hold on. It's a tie between a place. It's a place called It's called Crunchy Chicken, and they usually are out of like gas stations, and they make really good fried chicken and chicken tenders and shit. But they make these honey biscuits that's like saturated in honey. Oh my god,
Crunchy chicken.
yes.
Oh, okay.
They fire. They're inside of like Valero stations or Shell stations.
Yeah, I've been
And
seeing those around.
Yeah,
town.
they the biggest chicken chain in America, but they don't have
What?
It's the biggest chicken chain in America, but they don't have like a storefront. Mm-hmm. And
they own brick and mortar.
but that shit is crazy. They make like shrimp, fish, like jambalaya, all kind of shit. That shit is good.
Yeah, I never been to one, but I be seeing them. Can you trust the little gas station joints? Because I feel like
Absolutely.
they don't be swapping out they.
He vouching for him.
Well, absolutely,
hardcore.
because you got to understand, they're trained on how to make it.
Yeah.
Like there's a guy outside of it that comes and runs those places.
Okay.
Like they got quality control.
Yeah, that's
Dang.
cool.
Yeah, they got quality. They got a dude that shows up
That
to
just
those.
directly work with them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've seen it because there's a dude when I was delivering gas to a station. This is only a few months ago. I was delivering gas over there to a store off of what's by John's Burgers. you know John's Burgers over there by
On the east side?
Yeah, on the east side.
Where was that, Columbus?
It's right off of Columbus. There's a store right there, like a little bit further back. And I was delivering at that station. They got a crunchy chicken inside of there. And inside of there, there's a dude that showed up. He had his own little car and whatnot for the company, and it's from Crunchy Chicken. And he was just making sure the quality of the food was straight. I was like, wow.
That's dope. That's honestly the wave. Like, I don't know if y'all, I'm sure you seen it, Desmond, like what Mr. Beast did with his burger.
Oh, yeah.
Where he just basically like was selling the ingredients and recipes to different spots. Like, you know, that's
They got one downstairs.
I don't know if they still sell it, but I haven't seen it in a minute, so I don't know exactly.
Dang.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast got his own cookies and shit now.
Yeah,
No
chocolate
way.
bars and all kind of stuff. Yeah.
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 It's fucking
He
crazy.
getting to the money.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, ain't he like the biggest YouTuber or something like that?
Yeah, he's number one.
That's
Crazy.
wild, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts, man. We had a lot of food talk today, man.
Yeah, food
I hope
is love.
everybody's eating good. I think like last night we was all, you know, over all over Desmond's mom's, just chilling, eating and whatnot. And
Desmond's mom's, Desmond and Broly's mom, Keith's mom.
I didn't feel like going through all the details.
Try to break
But
it down.
basically like my mom too.
Yeah.
And we was over there eating our asses off, man. They had some barbecue chicken and you know, and hot links and stuff. But Desmond had the worst looking hot dogs.
Oh my gosh,
For those
bro.
that don't know, he doesn't eat meat. Like well, right now he did before, but he does not eat meat right now. So he had these vegetable glizzies.
It's been years since I ate meat already, bro.
Yeah, them vegetable glizzies look
vegetable glizzy.
They were so big too.
Just pause.
That
bro.
shit was
You
not
tripping.
good. They were just sitting on the table all cold.
Did you try them?
Nah, I already told mom I didn't want them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
so, like
You know, Mom, she be trying to look
during
out.
COVID when they were talking about, you know, the fake processed meat and they passed those laws.
Yeah.
I just started to get a little freaked out because of how they make the meat. So I was like, I'm cool. So I
Yeah.
just stay away from
Crazy.
all
Yeah.
like imitation fake.
A lot
meat,
of that
bro.
stuff is just not. It's not necessarily healthy. It's just not meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the hot dogs that Desmond had just look weird. Like I ain't never seen a hot dog with veins in it, man.
That's,
that's
hilarious, bro. Bro.
This nigga had a Puerto Rican
Man.
glizzy, man.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think we've came to the end of this one, man. And a huge thank you to Desmond for showing up and
Yeah, man.
you know,
I
just
appreciate y'all.
yeah, sitting in, man. I don't think this wasn't even planned, you know. But Des was like, oh, I was going to just sit down, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna be on the show.
Yeah, man. You can't just be pulling up, sit there.
So this is a perfect excuse to get my brother 23 years on and just to, you know, shoot the shit. I think he played his role. You know, he talked about food a lot. That's what he's best at.
Hey, but this is like, I mean, we get a little crazier off camera too. You know what I mean? But this is just how we just talk on the regular.
Yeah, it's
you
not
feel me?
much too different than this though. It's on the same plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out your clothing line and stuff. Your
Yeah,
Instagram.
hey, go to NGA newgenerationathlete.com. You know, check us out on all social media platforms, New Generation Athlete, NGA. Check out the merch. We got some summer stuff dropping. New T-shirt, new color waves. Hey, it's going up. And, you know, New Generation Athlete is just to give back to the community, just to let kids know, like, hey, you don't have to just play football. You don't have to just be on the court. And also to those older individuals, like, hey, don't stop being competitive. You know what I mean? Continue to pass that knowledge down, and that's what the the logo means. It's a torch with a circle around it, because it's our job as we get older to pass the torch, and everything comes full circle. So go shop newgenerationathlete.com, NGA.
Awesome. That was like a really cool like mission statement. type
That's a
thing.
real like
That's real-
like a 1 minute pitch.
Oh man, hey, well, I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, you would have done it up over on what's that show?
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Well,
So how much
hey.
equity do you have in this?
Hey, 100%.
I want to buy 90% of your company.
Damon John, this thing.
It's like those sharks. They really sharks for real. They're like, I respect what you do, but I would love to get at least 92% of that company.
Yeah.
You're like, dog.
Sometimes they offer, I'll buy you out and just give you royalties on the back end. You'd be like, dang.
You're really trying to fuck me.
Yeah.
The Shark Tank, what it does is it cuts out all of the searching. Like all of these people with these amazing ideas are coming to you to pitch it to you. And you've got the money. See, money is power. So you got the money to invest in my product and grow it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
but I've even told Keith that I've talked to like brokers and stuff like that who actually tried to buy the company, but then a lot of times after, like how I just spoke about the company and the mission and the vision for the company, giving back to the disenfranchised individuals. After they hear me speak, they say, well, geez, I can't really sell the company without selling you as well. So yeah, it's typically a two-parter, but the vision I have for the company and to just as a whole organization giving back to the disenfranchised communities across the country, and the first mission being to give back to the lowest scoring schools across the country, which is like 200 schools, 2 in each state. To really just start to funnel money back into those communities. If literacy rates are down, numeracy rates are down, and you have Nike and all of these major corporations with our faces on them, but then they're not giving back to our communities. It's up to us to do that, and so that's just been my mission. Is to, like as they would say, you gotta pay for the game, but now it's like, man, I'm gonna just learn everything I can and just give it to our people for free.
Yeah. That's so dope. I see, like, I like that idea. We talked about it before, but like how there's athleticism in different phases and different aspects, like like people playing pickleball now, and then we have this thing that we do sometimes at the school that I work at. Like they'll do like the little cup stacking, you know what I mean? Like and you seeing like it's like it ain't obviously like crossing people over and shooting a three, but it's like it's athleticism in its own right. So.
Satchel Paige was basically a 42-year-old rookie when he was pitching. So that's the thing that's it's just different phases. I'll proof check that, but I believe
even
Paige.
with with like even day trading or just
that's like a sport in its own right.
Like it's to be able to have the type of focus and just ability to do things at such a high level. It's everything. Those individuals have everything the LeBrons have. Some people will say, oh, well, he's not, not the physicality, but the mental fortitude. You know what I mean?
The dedication.
The dedication and just, the knowledge to be able to, respond. It's all a version of athleticism. So
for sure.
That's why it's the new generation athlete. You know what I mean? Because it's the mentality, embodying that mentality and applying it to whatever you do.
Absolutely. To proof check, yes, he was in the Negro League for 2 decades, but he was a rookie in the majors at 42, and he was fucking people up.
Dang.
Yeah, man. They didn't like blacks. They didn't let him in until he was 42. They was like, he's washed up. Oh, he's still good. He just struck us out. And he's up the bat. He's pitching up. All he's got it. Always on the home run.
He's got get away from the cop speed.
That's horrible, man.
He's the first black to play in the American League.
Man.
He's up to bat. There's 3 on, 2 off. And he's got a ground homer.
Man, you need to be out there for real, bro.
Yeah, that's how they sounded back then. I forgot what they called that. You know what I'm talking about?
It's like a transatlantic accent.
Transatlantic
like
accent.
Yeah. Remember, because in those older movies, they'd be like, "Yeah, you're never gonna catch me, copper."
Yeah.
Shane.
Yeah, Shane.
Yeah, Shane. Man,
You want to put me in a big house, huh?
Yeah. Jeez, man, I love that.
Can you imagine like an old X-rated movie? It's like, yeah, I see. Yeah. You didn't think I had it in me, huh? You didn't think I had it in me, huh? Oh man.
Dang, that'd be horrible,
Oh,
bro.
man.
Oh, wow.
Ah, and I'm going to business on you. Huh? Put in work on you.
Man.
Feels like the jackpot. All right. Well, it looks like we've about to wrap this thing up. If you made it to the end of this episode, we appreciate you. Thank you for listening to a Trucker's Mind podcast. I'm Eddie McGee.
Boy K Fangs.
We're out of here.
Peace.